Potentially the last set of the day, if Flash can grab a victory, will be played here on Naro Station. And our Terran player spawning in the bottom left-hand position. His name is Flash. You guys know who he is.
His opponent, the last Brood War OSL winner. His name is Jangbi, spawning as the blue Protoss on the top right position on the map.
You know how America was the back-to-back champions in World War I and II? Say yes. Say
yes.
That's Jangbi with the Brood War OSLs, man. He's a back-to-back Brood War champion.
Why only America, though? Wasn't it?
America won all of those, all right? As an American, I know for a fact, based off of my history books from Freedom County, that America single-handedly saved all of Europe and defeated the evildoers in World War I and II.
Hashtag America.
Hashtag America. I love joking about America.
Now, another change that we haven't mentioned before going into the game is these ramps over here. These ramps did not exist back in the previous version of the game. Instead, now we have more high ground in that area. You know, before there was a the line of sight blocker, two of them, and it was all low ground. But now it's all high ground. A little more changes. This third base over here, it's been restructured so that the Tempest does not hit those easily. The rocks over there have been widened so that you need 5 force fields instead of 4 to block him off. And also the armor changed from 3 to 1.
So overall, this map receiving a lot more changes than the other ones out in the map pool. And I also want to point out that the current balance of the maps, at least in this round 5, overall seem pretty solid. We're not really seeing anything that players or specific races can abuse, so to speak. So it looks like the map makers have done a pretty overall good job here. Reaper opening, by the way, want to point that out.
Going back to the map just a little bit, I like the fact that they're patching instead of just cycling right away.
Yeah.
They're trying to reuse as much as possible, trying to see what works here, what doesn't work, and it also gives them more data on how to make maps in the next season.
That's true. Now the maps, they're only going to improve at this rate. We're going to see crazier and crazier things happen with them as well.
And then we get Battle Royale StarCraft 2 edition.
That's true. Well, by then, Legacy of the Void will come out, and we'll probably have like air rocks that can block air units, and you can create destructible air pathways or something ridiculous.
I hope Dustin isn't listening to this cast right now.
I hope he is, man. I hope Dustin Brown is listening. It's probably not, because it's like 3 a.m. over there or something right now.
All right, Engineering Bay blocked by Flash. Really nice play, just delaying that expansion for as long as possible.
Nice, and he may be able to snipe off that worker as well. That'd be a nice, start for him there. Very cool that he was able to pull that off. He's going to, of course, follow this with a expansion of his own here. And the Mothership Corps going to force that Reaper out. But, got to say it's done its job. He was able to do a little bit of scouting and forced that Nexus to be delayed.
Yeah, just a little victory early in the game for our Terran player from KT Roaster.
Also, notice that Flash is following this up with a proxy factory.
He's saying, well, if you got me twice in a row in StarCraft 2, this is a time where I cheese.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go for the third command center.
By the way, when it comes to the cheese, Flash, he'll get the command center, then he'll do the cheese.
Well, it's a little different, because, now it's he wants to get the command center because he doesn't want to show his opponent that he's going for cheese right away, because some players mix in one-base play, a little bit delayed expansion. Flash, it's been, 90% 3 command centers and the other 10% cheese, so he wants to fake it out a little bit by the command center, but that also means that even if the all-in doesn't do, even if this pressure from Flash doesn't do a lot, he can still stay in the game. Want to
point out really quick there, the Reaper was able to pop in, see that the expansion wasn't canceled, and then got out of there. So Flash just playing this very smart here. We do have a robotics on the way from Jangbi here, as his Nexus gets close to finishing up here with a sentry on the way as well. Flash going for that proxy starport as well here.
He's going to go for the Wintermine drop in the main base, and with the Marines, let's see if he actually starts moving out on the map to deal a double damage at the natural and main at the same time. Jangbi, the Robo, is finishing up. He's going to get the Observer out pretty soon. He has enough units to defend against the Wintermine drops, but once the Marines arrive, I don't know if he can actually defend 2 locations at once. He's going to need He's going to need complete focus in this game to have the Nexus Cannon, the force fields, and the units at the right position.
He does have his units in a pretty solid position there, right between the main and natural there.
The Observer does finish.
So it looks like, you know, Jangbi should be perfectly prepared for this. The worst case scenario, the Observer's halfway across the map when this attack comes. And
where is the Observer?
The units slightly out of position.
Oh, the Observer is going towards his opponent's main base. This means that the Widow Mine is going to drop inside the main base.
The Widow Mines are going to be dropped now. Jangbi not reacting here. Okay, reacting finally there. Kills off, actually only gets one there. And that one Widow Mine going to move over to the natural.
He needs to sight the medevac right now. If the Widow Mine drops, it could do a lot more damage, but no, Flash is not going to risk it.
Look at that. He doesn't even bother to drop the Widow Mine. I guess he really wants to be cost efficient with these units here. Jangbi getting an Immortal now, I want to point out, and this Widow Mine looks like Jangbi did not realize it's still there.
No, Jangbi actually knows that it's over there. That last probe. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. He calculated it correctly by only sending one probe on top of the Widow Mine, but he forgot it at the last second and panicked.
So that Widow Mine up to 5 kills there. We have a proxy pylon on the way for Jangbi here. It looks like he wants to do a little bit of damage here. Flash, though, he is thinking, whoa, I got to be very defensive here.
This is going to be a counter all-in by Jangbi. That's what he calculated.
And you know, that's a smart calculation here because Jangbi, he's only at 30 workers right now. Flash has 40. Look at how many bunkers are being created right now as well. He's going to be perfectly prepared here. Even floated his starport and the factory all the way over to Flash's base. And I don't think this is going to work from Jangbi. He can have all the great force fields he wants, but the bunkers are adding in so much extra health here.
As soon as he sees a number of bunkers, he can't make it work. And the Widow Mine, well, this is going to come and bite Jangbi in the butt if he doesn't see the drop in time.
And you know what Flash can do? He can get those rocks low and actually kill them. Oh no, he has canceled 2 of the bunkers here. Maybe he's confident that this attack isn't going to work because he does have the medevacs now. Jangbi moving back with his forces here. He's probably not feeling too confident in this attack as well.
It's better for him to just go back and macro up. I mean, I know he's behind, but if the attack isn't going to work out for sure, then you either have to go for risk it and then try to squeeze out as many units as possible by showing that he's going for the Twilight Council and Double Forge. He's not going to go for it, and instead he's going to try to defend against the multiple medevac drops while going for the third base.
Now, Jangbi, he's kind of in an awkward position at this point. Flash, like you mentioned, he's getting that third base up. He already has that +1 attack, I believe. He's going for the +1 armor right now. He's ahead in workers, and he's just overall got more stuff than Jangbi here. You know, Jangbi, he is getting his Twilight Council and getting that 1-1, but he's going to get pretty far behind supply-wise because 2 pylons going down for free, essentially, here, way behind in supply.
And that's only because he wanted to go for the pressure, but didn't do so at the last second. Nice decision by Jangbi to not go for it, but it does put him behind because he squeezed out tons of units, and also those 2 pylons got picked up for free. So behind this, Jangbi is going to get charged, saying, well, I'm going to try to use the charge loss and the force fields with Archons to defend against what Flash has. But that's going to be a little bit later into the future because now Flash is slowly moving out on the map.
You know what I would actually love to see from Flash? A big Doom drop in the main base.
Oh, that too.
I don't want to see the choo-choo train from him.
I was like, well, we've seen a lot of choo-choo trains, so it's like maybe not, but look at this.
Jangbi, is he gonna, or Flash, is he gonna go for the attack here? The third base under attack by a single Zealot there, but Flash will be able to easily deal with that. Way ahead in supplies here. He's got to worry about the good force fields from his opponent here, and it looks like Flash just going for it straight up here, not afraid of the units that his opponent has. More force fields going down on these medevacs. The supplies, though, still greatly in Flash's favor here. A few more force fields go down, but the biggest problem is Jangbi, he simply does not have a lot of units left. The Immortal goes down. Flash darting in and out. He will leave there, but he's still way ahead in supply here.
He was confused on what we were supposed to do at the last second. You know, do I commit to this attack or do I just wait for one more round of units? And just dancing around. Looked like a little ceremony to Jangbi, but Flash was actually, you know, undecisive on what he wants to do, and indecisive actually, and Look at this, Flash up to 3 bases. Jangbi, he cannot move out from the main base. He also showed the tech of his choice, Archons instead of Colossus, so all Flash has to do right now is macro up, go for the push, and win the game.
I also want to note that Flash hasn't done an amazing job at sniping off these observers from Jangbi this game.
He hasn't done a nice job, but it doesn't matter at this point because he has too much army.
That's true. All right, another big attack coming in here. Feedback's going off on those medevacs, but I don't think it's even going to really matter here. We already have just so many units from Flash here, barreling in, being very cost efficient, sniping down more and more of Jangbi's units here. That Nexus Cannon, what is it able to do against the combined bioforce of Flash here? And Jangbi running out of options, running out of units. That Nexus, it looks like it is going to go down to the combined might of Flash, and I think Jangbi is going to lose here. Flash will get his revenge on his Protoss nemesis here.
There we go, GG from Jangbi, and KT Roaster takes a convincing victory against Samsung Khan, saying, well, if you wanted to snipe Zest early on in the game, we're going to send out Flash, and that's going to be it.
Exactly, and that's what happened there. So Flash getting the 3 kill, reminding everybody, hey guys, don't forget, I'm Flash, I am still your god, and I will destroy you all if you try to mess with me in StarCraft.
Just because I dropped out of GSL doesn't mean that I am still an amazing player.
Exactly, you know. Yeah, and also, let's not forget, that was the group of death, man.
Yes.
That was the group of death. So, Samsung Khan, unfortunately, they do fall 1-4 today to KT Rolster. I'm sure KT fans will be happy about this victory. Their team starting the game a little more momentum. In Pro League, they've been doing quite well recently now, after getting this win under their belt.
Yeah, but Samsung Khan now on a 2-game losing streak. They need to figure out what's up. If not, they're going to fall below once again. And they did a really nice job coming back from the last place in Pro League, but they just can't give up yet.
All the Korean girls hiding their faces as soon as the camera goes on them.
I can't